One question I get a ton in relation to the smart home is this. Is it really more convenient to ask Google or Alexa or to open an app to turn on the lights or play some music than to just press a button? But if you do that and use your regular light switch, you suddenly can't use your app anymore. Meet Flic, and specifically the second generation of their smart buttons, which solves all that and does so much more. Hey, I'm Brian and this is my review. This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN, or virtual private network, that encrypts your traffic and changes your IP location. But how can that be helpful to you? Well, now that we're all stuck at home, you can use Surfshark to access content normally only available from another country without having to be there, like the US version of Netflix. My viewers can try it risk-free for 30 days and get it for just $1.99 a month after that, so give Surfshark a try at the link in the video description. I got the kit that comes with 3 buttons and the hub. It also includes a micro USB cable for power, but no instructions at all. Fortunately, the setup is extremely simple, but we'll get to that in a bit. First, let's look at the hardware. The buttons themselves are really small, about the size of a coin. The click is very satisfying and they have a small LED indicator. They work using a replaceable watch battery, so you don't have to throw the whole thing away when the battery dies. A button lasts up to 3 years on battery, so I really don't have any realistic way of testing that. On the back is some strong adhesive to stick the button anywhere you want, or you can also just put it in your pocket. The hub is about the size of a card deck and extremely light. It comes with a micro USB port for power, an Ethernet jack, as well as a 3.5mm and infrared port for accessories. You can either pair the buttons to your phone directly or to the hub if you want to use them around the house. The hub only needs to be hooked up, and after that it's automatically found by the app. Adding buttons works the same way no matter where you want to use them. You just hold the button down until it's recognized by the app and give it a name. If you press a button, it also reflects in the app, which is nice to know which button is which. But you can also just get a sticker pack to make them more easily recognizable, which is cool. But now to functionality. The buttons can either be configured within the Flic app, or they also work with if this then that. For that you just need to link your Flic account, you can sign in with Facebook, in the IFT app, and then the button can basically do anything you can do with IFT. But let's stay within the Flic app for now. Most of the services there are either smart lighting or audio related. You can for example control your hue lights, which is I guess the easiest function. But it is useful to have a light switch even when using smart lights, because normally you can't use your old light switch on the wall, since that cuts power off completely and then you can't use the app anymore. You can also control Chromecast audio devices, but only for basic things like play or pause, not playing specific playlists, and it also doesn't work for groups. You can also configure multiple actions for one button press with the tasks function. And of course you can get even more creative, also thanks to IFT, which adds a lot more functionality than the simple yet somewhat rudimentary Flic app. You can use the button to find your phone, send an emergency text with your location, or order pizza. Every button supports up to 3 actions, a single click, double click, and long press, so you can configure multiple actions on one. I personally really like the Flic smart buttons. They solve the issue of having to use multiple taps in an app or voice commands to control everything by just giving you a button that you can press. And thanks to the integration with IFT, they can do basically anything you want. I just wish that the native app had more services, since for smart home stuff you basically still need to use that one because of the latency within IFT, and they're also not that cheap. If you enjoyed this video, you know which buttons to press, don't forget to press that follow button on Twitter, and don't forget to stay home and stay healthy. I'm Brian, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.